A totally tropical welcome back to Lucas Island for episode 9 with me, Mr. Sealy P. As I mentioned in the last episode, the potato field, the first potato field, needs ploughing. The second one will need ploughing as well. So I've got the crawler, I've got the stump grinder slash plough slash tree removal tool, and it's working perfectly fine. It's not a big field, so it shouldn't take me too long at all to get this done. Then I'm going to be looking at spreading manure on the rest of the fields and ploughing where necessary, cultivating where necessary, kind of preparing for the next growth cycle. I think that's where we're going to be at. With most of the afternoon and early evening taken up with prepping fields, I thought what I should do is do a bit of logging to get the money up a little bit, ready for the next set of shipping or whatever it is I decide towards next. So I've done a few trees. I thought I'd pile them all up and get them all in one go. I've been doing them in dribs and drabs up to now, but I thought I'd just do a big pile and see what it comes out at. It should be fairly lucrative. It depends on obviously the size of the tree, the thickness, that kind of thing, but just to show I am doing it, the money just doesn't appear. I'm not kind of... You know me, I like to prove that there's no nefariousness happening. It's just the way I like to do things. So I'll probably see you now in the morning. We've got a load of work to be getting on with. Okay, it's the morning, 6:53. Login actually worked out pretty good price-wise. Now, this has taken a while. Fields are all prepped. We have a little bit of a problem. So the fields that needed cultivating have been cultivated. The fields that needed ploughing have been ploughed. I have extended a few bits here and there to make them a little bit bigger, and they have all been muck spread apart from one. And I honestly don't know why in my head I thought, oh yeah, there's going to be an issue over how much or what the yield of the potatoes was going to be. I don't know why in my head I was thinking, well, you know, are we going to make back what we used, you know, kind of thing. Of course we were going to. The problem being, I've harvested one field but not the other. Actually, I don't need to drive all the way over there. I can show you on the map, because this silo here holds 100,000 litres. If we go and check here, and we go across to our potatoes that way, you'll see we now have 100,000 litres of potatoes. So from that, not even 8,000, we've got 100,000 litres. If we go to our map, you'll see that our fields are prepped now. So 1, 2, 3, 20 was cleared of potatoes. Now that was the smaller of the two fields, and I got over 100,000 litres. Field 21, I haven't even harvested yet, because I've got nowhere to put it. What I had left over got put in a heap, because I ran out of space. Now, there is a silo, over on the far northwest island, where the potato cellar bunker is. What I am going to do first, I'm going to replace what I borrowed. Used, however you want to put it. We had just under 8,000 litres from the sacks, from the pallets and from the bunker. So I'm going to get a full shovel. I'm going to put it into the homemade vehicle. We're going to take that and we're going to put it back. So whoever that belongs to, if they come back, it's there. If they don't, it's okay, it doesn't matter. I've got plenty. What I could spend some time doing is loading up. I want to probably wait until I get a larger trailer. On my next shipping order, I'm compiling my list again, and I've mentioned that before. I'm going to try and get a larger tractor. I'm looking at a trailer, plough, cultivator, slightly larger. I'm going to ask about cows, and I definitely want to get a bigger muck spreader. Even if the capacity is not much bigger, a wider spread, because that one is it says 3 meters, but I think I'm lucky if I'm getting 2 out of it, in all honesty. So what I want to do, if I get a larger trailer with a larger tractor, what I might spend a bit of time doing is clearing the potato pile, the heap, and then we will drive it all the way over and we'll stick it into the silos that are over there. But what we'll do is we'll take this now. On the way back, I'm going to have a look for tyres, because, in all honesty, in all the excitement, I forgot where they all are. It's going to take a while, come on. I think on the drive over, we'll have a look. There were definitely 2 down there. I could have sworn there were a load more. Hang on, did I put a couple over here? Or did I dream that? Was that just part of this? Did I stack those there? I did. Right, we've got 2 there. 2 over there. That's 4. Were there just 4 or were there any more? Don't know. Go past the store and have a look. We'll take this back. Pigs I fed before going to bed, so they've had a bit of everything now. They do need water and they are going to need cleaning out. Let's get the cruise control back up to what it should be. Yeah, they are going to need cleaning out, so I'm going to have to go over there with the bucket at some point and just clean out their feed area. But yeah, we're looking good. So tyres we're going to collect. We are then going to go out to the island with the radio tower, and we are going to build our silage clamp. We may end up with multiple ones. I haven't really decided. Again, we may end up with we may end up with multiple. I haven't really decided, but we'll start off with one anyway. We'll cut the grass. I don't have a windrower, so it's going to be a little bit painful to start off with. Oh, yeah, I need to add that to my list. I don't know windrower or mowers. That windrow was what we were going to say, weren't we? I'll double check just in case there are any. It might be the 2 that are over by our toilet are the ones that were over here. There might only have ever been 4. If I cut those in half, I know I'm talking about cutting them in half. Oh no, they're right in here, aren't they? But when you see the silage clamps where they use tyres and tarps and that kind of thing, it's usually a full tyre that's just been buried in the ground. But obviously, I don't have that many spare. Oh, that's annoying. I really thought there were more. Never mind. Right, I'll see you over there in a minute. We'll unload that. We'll come back. We'll grab the ones we've got, throw them in the back of here, head over to the island. I could probably do with a bit of lumber, actually. Oh, that's annoying. Just realised. The stakes I need for doing the silage clamp. Those 2 pallets of wood that I finally got rid of yesterday. Yesterday on here, not yesterday in real life. In the last episode. Was it? Yeah. Could have used some of that wood, couldn't I? For fashioning stakes, but never mind. I could drive around actually. Sorry about that. People always phone at the most awkward moments, don't they? It's always an important call as well. I was starting to say I could just drive around the island like I did looking for the fuel drums and stuff like that. There are a couple of fuel drums that way, but they are empty. They're just fuel drums, oil drums, drums that had something in them. But in all honesty, I'm trying to wrap my brain to think if there were any other tyres. I think it's just the 4. So I don't know why I'm obsessing over the tyres. But yeah, as we approach this one, yeah, we've got the storage facility here for liquid and other. I don't know what the capacity is. Try and think. Actually, that should say on. Right. Oh no, so potatoes. Oh, so maybe with those. That other storage doesn't take potatoes because that's saying 400,000 litres. But when I get to potatoes and sugar beet, it says 115. So we've got the 100,000 litres where we are, and the 15,000 litres at the potato cellar. So these silos over here won't take potatoes. Okay, we may have to look at fashioning an extension where we are, maybe? I don't know. Because there's always grass over here as well. There's plenty. I won't have a problem with grass. So we should do. Pop that back. And that's one thing done. I can feel a little bit happier about the fact that, yes, I did use it. Yes, I did take their pallets. But I am replacing everything that I did take. So it was more of a borrow, I guess. And the stuff that's going into that cellar now is going to be fresher than the stuff we took out. So, all good. Head back then. I'll grab the tyres. We'll head out and get this silage clamp made. What else did I say I need to do? Oh yeah, clean out the pigs' feed area. But we can do it later as well. I did decide to drive around the island again, just in case. Just in case I'd missed any. You know what I'm like for my memory. Right, let's grab that. Is that going to go in, or is this going to be really awful? That'll do. So I'm thinking what I'll do is take the muck spreader as well. Now we've put muck on all the fields we need to. I even went out and put some muck on the... What did we put in the ground in? Barley. Barley field? Was it barley or wheat? It was barley, wasn't it? See what I mean? It's only been a couple of days. One game day, but in real life, a couple of days. Yes, I put manure on there as well. That's all good. So yeah, I think the muck spreader will take back over to the dock, because if we can message and say about maybe they'll take the old one away, scrap, I don't know, or they'll just take it somewhere else, I don't know. It is our link to the outside world at the moment. Oh, I still haven't been over to the greenhouses either. That's all going on. That's because I put more at the back. Oh no, that one's just on its end. These should strap down, I'm pretty sure they do. That's weird. The straps aren't working from inside. They're supposed to. There you go, that's the first time I've ever had that happen. Oh yeah, the straps are working, but from outside. That one there. But they won't work from here. No, I can't get them to turn on or off from in cab. That's the first time I've ever had that happen. Never mind. Over to the island we go. I don't think this will hook up to this because it's got a PTO on it. I know it's got a bit of muck in it, but... Oh no, it's not. Will it hook up? It will. I might as well take it where we go. Oh, that didn't like that very much, did it? Yeah, we might as well. But, you know, the less trips, the easier it's going to be. So as I was saying, yes, the pigs need water, and I haven't been to the greenhouses, so I need to get over to the greenhouses with some water. I was saying 2,000 litres of manure. That's not horrendous, I guess. The mowers are over here as well, so I have to come back at the GT. So we'll get the silage clamp built. Then we'll cut some grass. I'm not going to cut the entire island because I'm not quite sure what the capacity of the clamp's going to be that we're going to make. Then we'll bring the crawler over with the bucket. Again, like I said, that's going to be a bit monotonous, but it's the best we can do. So I'm thinking out here on the sort of beach area, we've got plenty of space. Now these aren't going to tip out, but let's do that. Can we do the straps? Done. 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 And done. Are they in line with those strap things? They might be, yeah. There. Where's the other one? That one? Oh no, just done that back up again. That one and that one. There we go. Right, let's get those out. I need some stakes. I mean, like, proper stakes. Oh, that was something else to say. Not that it's really relevant. I watch a guy, so I watch a lot of outdoor channels. Oh, come on. Called Hayes Outdoors. Hazy. The guy's brilliant. I absolutely love his channel. Love what he does. He does a lot of wild camping and stuff like that. He's absolutely brilliant. And he did a video, well, the one that I watched yesterday. He was out. He goes out and he does outdoor, camping and all sorts of things. He did the coast to coast walk, the one that my brother and I were looking at doing. Did it solo. Anyway, that being said, the video we did put out yesterday. There's a company called the Steak. Oh, mine's gone blank. What are they called? The Steak Company, I want to say. Oh, that's going to be wrong, isn't it? Sorry, I'm just checking on my list. I want to get this right. The Steak Shop, thesteakshop.co.uk. Now, I'm a bit of a steak lover, steak fan. I mentioned about getting the beef box from Flank Farms. So he did this video in the steak shop because he cooks stuff out in the woods, and he was one of the first people. I think it was him that started off that kind of show us your steak thing, and loads of famous outdoor guys on YouTube all did this thing where they went out. Ooh, that's a bit naughty. Right, we'll cut all these up and make our steaks. Will it pick up? It will. Great. And so he started the whole kind of show us your steak thing. And he did a lot of stuff about mental health and, all that kind of stuff during COVID. Great guy, love him. He's a real ale drinker, and he's not sponsored, but we're kind of sponsored by Northern Monk. And so they contacted him and said, "Would you want? Can we send you some meat?" And he said, "Well, he doesn't really eat a lot of meat at home, but when he's out in the woods, yeah, absolutely." So they sent him these two, I think they were sirloins. I've never seen steaks like it in my life. They were absolutely huge. And he put the link in the description of his video. So I stupidly went on there to have a look. Wow. So I bought some more meat. So me saying I need some steaks just so I remember. Sorry, I know I'll put a link in the description if I remember. Have a look. If you're in the UK, they get steaks from all over. There's Argentinian, they do Wagyu, they've got Angus 28-day aged, they've got, what were some of the other types? There were some Australian ones. Also, I mean, the meat is amazing. And for the size and the quality and the rest of it, prices weren't as bad as I thought it was going to be, in all honesty. Anyway, don't tell Mrs. Silly Pete. She'll string me up. Anyway, let's get to work. Sorry, I'm waffling again. I'm digressing. But just in case, if you're a bit of a steak lover, like me, do a fancy barbecue or just a nice meal, or they do Chateaubriands, they do fillets, and they do... it's just... Wow. So, let's get cracking. And there we have it. My tyres appear to have multiplied. That's not bad going though, is it? Which we've done all right. Got some steaks out of that too. Fantastic. I've just been thinking, you may have now found out my secret. I am, in fact, a Jedi. Right. Clamp done. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. I honestly thought, when I was looking at this and trying to work it out, I honestly, in my head, thought it was only 4 tyres deep. Didn't realise. Never. We found some tyres. There were some tyres over here behind the shed. Yes, that's what happened. Lucky for me. What I'm going to do now is take back our vehicle. Oh, actually, yeah, we'll do. We'll grab the it's just there. We'll grab the tractor, get it over, get the mowers on, get some grass cut, get that collected, get that clamp filled. Like I say, I don't know what the capacity is going to be. We may end up building a second one if I can find some more tyres, which, you know, potentially in some of these buildings there could be some. I mean, in all honesty, when you're doing this normally and you get a silage clamp or you buy yourself, whatever it is you buy yourself from the store, everything kind of comes with it. You never question it, do you? It's never, you know, it's just, right, I've bought that, that's in place, bang, move on. But when you're suddenly adding a storyline and trying to be a bit sort of narrative with it, everything then gets questioned. It's like, hang on a minute. Maybe, yeah, I mean, that again comes back to what I said before a couple of episodes ago, the last episode, that the idea is okay, but then actually putting it into practice sometimes works out a little bit harder. I thought in my head there were a certain amount of tyres, and I should have found more tyres. Doesn't matter. Let's mow! Now, I have used these mowers before on Rasvet, but the difference is the front mower on this one isn't a front mower, it's an underside mower. So we'll cut a load, we'll see where we end up amount wise, and then go from there really. I don't want to cut everything and then find I've got way too much, but I guess, how much was that? That was 5,000, so yeah, not horrendous. I'm thinking that bucket we've got for the crawler holds 8,000 litres, was it? So depending on the capacity of this, it's not going to be that many bucket loads. I know it seems horrendous, but again, it just comes down to what you're used to. If you're used to using a loading wagon and walloping through the gear and grabbing whatever you need to, even if it's just a small loading wagon, the concept then of collecting all of your grass off the ground with a bucket, like I did with the straw, like I've done with the potatoes, you think, what? But in light of the equipment I've got to hand and available, I haven't really got a choice. There we go. Put that underneath there. And we are good to go. Mind those rocks, that would be great. Let's lower that down. Let's turn that on. No, unfold it first. It's quite a wide mower setup and it's fairly cheap as well. I do like this. And to be fair, the bucket to collect has got a fairly wide pickup as well. I'll cut all this section here and we'll see what we end up with, and we'll go from there. If I need to build a second clamp, I'll do that. Looks like, actually, didn't even think to check out here this far, but our field here is ready to harvest. So we can get the harvester out, we'll get cracking on that too, get that repurposed. That yield should be okay, because like I say, I did come out here yesterday evening and put some manure on it. So it has had one fertilising state. Yeah, we'll just do this patch to start off with. We've got so much more of the island to do, so. And again, if we take this to the biogas plant, we can put it into the biogas plant, and hopefully if we can start producing biogas, then we've got another fuel source. Oh, I missed a log. I wonder what that was I caught with the mow when I first drove off. Let's put that over there. Or, like I said, we can keep it if we do decide, if we can get cows delivered, then we can use that towards cows. But it's another reason why I need, oh, I need to add that to my list. Tedder and windrower. Another reason why I've been doing the logging is if we are going to get another load of stuff shipped. I mean, we've been another, what, 24 hours since the last, 24 hours or 48 since the last stuff came? 24? So potentially another day or two. And we can get some more gear. It does mean potentially I could get another crop in the ground on my fields and put some into storage, couldn't I? We can start building up a bit of a backlog, which is also great. I have decided today, because of our current cooker situation, didn't watch Raspet yesterday. Watch it. Oh, the cooker saga continues. So I'm going to do some stuff on the hob, a kind of simmering stew type thing. I've decided, I've made stews before, I do make a mean stew. I'm going to have a go at goulash. When we go up to the Lake District, there's a pub in Keswick called the Dog and Gun. And there's a pub in Ambleside called the Royal Oak, and I think they're sister pubs. I think they're owned by the same people, and they do a goulash. Oh man, it is just possibly the nicest thing I've ever had, and I don't say that lightly. I mean, it is phenomenal, and it has peppers and mushrooms and potatoes. I know. Depends if you're a diehard and if you've got a recipe or whatever. That's what I was going to ask. If you've got a recipe or anything, I'm going to make it today. And then tomorrow, going to my eldest daughter's. We're going for Sunday dinner. We've been invited because she moved out a little while ago, which is going to be absolutely great. Really looking forward to that. So yeah, I'm going to make goulash today. I'm going to go and do a bit of shopping. Going to grab the stuff I need. I'm going to put it on, put all the ingredients together, sort it out, and then let it bubble away for a few hours. I'm going to put dumplings in the top of it, so the dumplings will soak up. Oh, honestly can't wait. But I know it's not going to be anywhere near what we've had when we go to the Dog and Gun or the Royal Oak. But I'm trying. I have even ordered online some Hungarian paprika because they do sweet, they do all different sorts. Whereas I think if you just go to the normal spice aisle, you just get like paprika. So if you are Hungarian or you have made goulash or you have a recipe for goulash, stick it in the comments. Let us know what are your secret ingredients. What do you put in yours? I know a lot of the sort of not die hard, but a lot of the main ones don't use potato or carrots or mushrooms or anything like that. A lot of them won't use stock and they won't use wine or beer or anything like that. They'll just use water as your base thing because they want the flavour of everything to come out. It needs to be paprika based, not an alcohol-y kind of, you know what I mean, but a kind of wine flavour coming through or a beer or a stock flavour. So yeah, if you have made it, you have got a recipe or you know someone that has, stick it in the comments, let us know, because I'm really curious. One, to see if I can make it, and two, what it tastes like. Right, that's the first bit of mowing done. I'm going to go and grab the crawler. I'm going to leave this here with the mowers on. I am concerned a little bit that we're getting some water ingress underneath because I don't think the islands, I don't think we're high enough. We seem to still be in the water a bit, I think. There's a bit of shimmer here and there. Look, you can see we've got a bit of a puddle. I hope that's not going to cause a problem with our silage clamp. I was thinking the other day, when I was prepping for doing this, the Clampets, because I was thinking, clamp it, we're going to clamp it. The Clampets, that was the Beverly Hillbillies, wasn't it? Were they the Clampets? Am I misremembering? I'm sure it was, wasn't it? That was a brilliant series, the Beverly Hillbillies. Did they remake that? I'm sure they made a film of that, but the original was black and white, and it was brilliant. Anyway, again, slight digression. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to compact it with this. I think the problem is sometimes with these types of clamps as well, is when you put everything in, it goes up into a point, and it can often be tricky to compact. Now, I'm either going to be pleasantly surprised here and I've got way more grass than I need, or I've woefully underdone it and I'm going to collect it all and think, okay, I haven't got anything, I'm going to have to end up doing the entire island, aren't I? But if I do, so be it. I've got nothing else to do. Well, I mean, like on the island I've got some harvesting to do, and in real life, yes, I've got to go off and do some shopping and get all the stuff for making goulash, but you know what I mean. In the realms of taking my time and enjoying what I'm doing, let's go. Actually, it's not too bad. I was worried I'd do all this and wouldn't get a full bucket, but I think we will. In fact, this goes at 12 miles an hour as well. It's about the speed of a loading wagon. Holds 8,000 litres. I think my loading wagon on Rasvet's only 15,000, is it? So it's not actually that far off a small loading wagon, really, when you're doing it with a bucket like this. I know it's not a kind of conventional way of doing it. Yeah, see what I mean? The pickup is actually quite big. There we go. Full load already. We'll go to the front. We'll come in from the back, go to the front. Oh, there's the broadcast seeder. I've been looking for that. That was probably another one of my... Oh, I've got an idea. Brought it over and then didn't actually do whatever it was I was going to do with it. Oh, was it when I was seeding? Might be when I was doing this and I thought I would need more seed, because that's got seed in it. Could well be. Okay, next obstacle overcome. I suddenly thought, am I going to fit through that? That seems to be okay. I don't extend too far out the front. Okay, this is actually going to take a lot more than I thought it was going to. That's good. I'm trying to think back to when I do my reviews and stuff like that. Was it something like 70,000 litre or something like that? Was it 7? Oh, I can't. Aussie. You start doing brain training, I think. So many mods on so many days. Trying to remember one. It's the same sort of principle I had when I worked at the school. And again, I think I've probably talked about this before, but when you're teaching a class of 30 kids and you're the teacher, so there's 30 kids and you, so you are their focus. They are your focus, and there's 30 of them in the class. So you're kind of trying to deal with whatever they need help with and all the kind of things. Now, if you're then, as I did, working in a primary school, because I taught from year 1, which was down to sort of 5-year-olds, all up to year 6, which was the 10 and 11-year-olds. And I was teaching different classes across the school all day, so I might do one session, one lesson in year 1, I might then go and do the next one in year 4, then I might have been back to year 3 and then up to year 6, and so over the course of a day I could probably teach 4, 5 different sets of 30 kids. Take that to a year and then take that to the 12 years I was in the school for. That's a lot of kids. A lot of kids, a lot of names. Now, for them, you were their focus. And if you were a good teacher, I'm not saying I was, but I'm saying if you were a good teacher, those kids remember you, and I've said it before, I've gone places, stuff to do with cadets as well, being an instructor in the Air Cadets, and I've had people come up to me, adults, years later, Mr. Seal, and you're like, hello, you taught me at so-and-so. It's like, did I? You know, or you were my instructor at Air Cadets, and I joined the services, and I was in I was in the Marines. I did this, I did that. I've had guys come up to me, air traffic controller. I did all sorts of jobs and trades, and Royal Artillery, and you're like, wow, that's incredible. I had one guy come up to me, grown man. I still iron my shirts the way you taught me at Cadets. I thought, wow, okay, who are you? Honestly, so it's weird you have that sort of thing, and the reason I'm saying that is because it's awful when somebody comes up and they say, oh, my name's so-and-so, and you just draw a blank, or the opposite, you look at them and think, you look really familiar, but you can't put a name to the face. And sometimes that is awful, because they'll look at you and they look crestfallen. It's that kind of, you don't remember me, and you don't want to say, no, I'm sorry, I don't. I probably, over the whole time I was at the school, taught thousands of kids. Some stand out for various different reasons, as you can imagine. But also, if years go by and you see them as an adult, they don't look anything like they did when they were at school, and it can be really difficult. So, anyway, the reason I started talking about this was about mods. It's the same thing with mods. If you're reviewing X amount of mods per day, X amount of mods per week, multiply that by how many years I've been doing mod reviews since FS19, when mods sort of first came to console. And then someone will say, well, how can you not remember such and such a mod? Or what about so-and-so? And why can't you remember how this one works? Or, honestly, thousands of mods. Especially when you get to a situation where you get a lot that are similar, or in some cases, absolutely the same. But they might be by different modders, they might do slightly different things. Trying to remember what those differences are. I'll spend hours trawling through the mod hub looking for a particular mod, and I can't find it, or it's been removed and I didn't even know it'd been removed from the mod hub, or it's all those kind of things happen. Okay, load number 3. I'm going to need to cut some more grass, aren't I? That's become apparent. I think that's as high as it goes though. Let's go up to there, see if it goes any higher. No, that's the height. So not too bad. I think I've come out the front too far though. Okay. So what I might do is come and... well, it's going to have to be compacted. Anything that gets squished out the front, I'll sort out. So I'm going to see you in a little while, and let's get some more done. I'll cut some more grass. I've probably got another couple of bucket loads, maybe another full bucket load here. And let's get this compacted and covered. And that's it, we're 100% compacted. That's what, that works out a lot easier. It kind of straddled the top bit, no problem, and it compacted it really quickly. We have got, I think we've squeezed some more at the end, because we had just under 70,000 litres, but it's now saying 69,031. Right, I can just leap out the front there. What's it saying now? Bet I've got some left out. Yeah, 68,952, so we've got a little bit. The problem with that is, if I put the little bits back in, you have to get back onto it to compact it, and then you lose it. You know what? It's compacted. Let's cover it. We've got any sticking out the ends? Yeah, a little bit. So what we'll do is I'll gather those bits up. Now, what I did was I cut around by the chickens. I wanted to see the chickens. We haven't seen them since we got here. They've just been moving around in the grass. We have got some more eggs. The chickens are amazing. I don't know how they box them up. Well, someone did, commented when I did the eggs the other day, and said they seem to be very rectangular shaped eggs. Yeah, I've just got 4 eggs here. These chickens are bizarre. There is also a rumour going around, I'm not quite sure why, that this is like one of the atoll islands type things. The reason it's been abandoned is due to nuclear testing, potentially. So yeah, I hope not. I'm just trying to look if we see got two-headed chickens or anything like that. Hopefully not. While we were doing that, we got a radio message, and it could be maybe the start of some interest. I'm assuming off the back of the ship's captain notifying the relevant authorities. Somebody is showing an interest. We have been offered fuel from a Texas oil company, and the trade for that is they will supply us with sugarcane equipment, and we do sugarcane on the island. We give them the sugarcane. That's not ours. I don't make anything from that. They just give us the equipment. They'll ship it out. They'll give us the equipment. The payment will be we get fuel. And when I say we get fuel, in that they will fill up the tanks at the main store, so we'll have access to fuel. We may still have to buy it. I'm not sure. We might get some free. We'll see. That is massive. That's huge that we're getting some interest in the island. When I say drawing people back, not necessarily drawing people back, but industry in some way, potentially. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. We are in negotiations at the moment. But maybe, just maybe, let's turn that off. It's something, it's definitely on my possibilities, my possibles list. Things that may happen. We shall see, but let's be honest, Tropical Island doesn't get much better for sugarcane. See if there's a little bit out the back as well we'll get rid of. Now, I didn't cut very much grass, the bit I'd already done, and then I did round in front of the field and round to the chickens. That's all, and we got to about 70,000 litres. This island has got a load more grass, plus the main island, plus the peripheral islands knocking about. We could do, I reckon, easily another couple of these silos. There we go. That's that cleared. I reckon, yeah, we could have 2 or 3 of these laid out on the beach here. I just need to find some more tyres. Stakes is not a problem. I can sort those out. And this could be our silage production. Yeah, I think we might do that, you know. If I can find some more tyres, I might put some more out here. So next time you see us, potentially we might have another 1, maybe 2 silage clamps here. Yeah, what I'm going to do now though is I'm going to go and grab the harvester, and we'll get that field cleared of its barley. This chaff, I don't know what I'm going to do. Actually, you know what? I'll leave the chaff here, because if I'm going to do another couple, there's no point me taking it and putting it anywhere. Might as well leave it on the beach. Let's put it there. You know what? I'll leave that here as well, because we're going to need it. So with that, we have come to the end of another episode. We've built our silage clamp, we've put some stuff in it, we've taken potatoes back to replenish what was owed. We did a bit of grass cutting. I have to say that using that bucket, it wasn't too bad at all. I know it's a large size bucket, but going at 12 miles an hour, it worked out brilliantly. You found out my secret, that I am secretly a Jedi. Maybe I'm hiding on this island, who knows. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to sort this out as well. And then what am I going to do with the other field? I've got a full field of potatoes there. Don't know. For the time being, we're done. What was I doing? Grabbing the harvester and the regular header for doing barley. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.